My family, palace ADs, thought that all of the vitriol they aimed at Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, was funny. That's what they thought. And my family, when I hear this stuff from Omid Scobie's Endgame memoir, to me, my family, what I see is the palace staff. When I say palace staff and palace ADs, I mean Prince William's staff. Clearly, weren't interested in serving a woman of color. They were not interested. They did not like serving Meghan being a woman of color. And they never ever saw her as their boss. They never ever respected Meghan as their boss. That is what I can see with my own two eyes. They saw William as their boss. They saw Hamilton as their boss. They saw Harry as their boss. But they didn't see Meghan as their boss. Now I understand why palace staff were leaking and briefing how upset they were that Prince Harry was not making them coffee anymore after he married Meghan. I understand why palace staff were leaking how angry they were that a man who is married did not leave his marital bed to go and make palace staff coffee. You know, imagine calling a royal expert saying this: ever since Prince Harry married Meghan, he wouldn't make us coffee anymore. He always made us coffee. Imagine a staff member calling a royal expert and telling them that. You know? Because they're angry. Their principal, their boss, isn't coming to make them coffee. You know, I mean, my family, I can see that truly they had no respect whatsoever for Meghan being Harry's wife. No wonder in Harry's memoir spare, Harry tells us that my family, there were staff members who were plotting against Meghan, sabotaging Meghan. And clearly, those were Prince William's people. And my family, there's no way they could ever do that to Meghan without the approval of their boss and their principal, as they're called, Prince William. There's no way that they plot against Meghan, that they sabotage Meghan without the approval of their boss, Prince William. And that is a fact. That is the truth and nothing but the truth. In my family today, I can even see an example of it ain't just palace staff who never saw Meghan as their principal, as their boss, or even as a royal. It's also those in the media. It's those, my family, people working for UK media also did not see Meghan as a royal. And I've never, ever accepted Meghan as being a royal. Married to Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and that they have children together, Archie and Lilibet Diana. They can never ever accept that. My family today, on Jeremy Vine's show, Jeremy Vine demanded a guest called Poppy, my family, a woman called Poppy, to my family explain why Meghan is her favorite royal. And my family, I want you to hear that interaction for you to understand that clearly it ain't just palace staff that never ever saw Meghan as a royal, as the principal, as the boss, as a senior member of the royal family. They never saw Meghan as that. And no wonder they tried so hard to plot and also sabotage Meghan Markle. That way, Meghan leaves the farm. But my family, they never thought once again that Harry would leave. And ever since then, they've been trying to get Harry back. Because they only thought only Meghan would leave. My family, please kindly hear this yourself from Jeremy Vine's show. And my family, when you hear this, remember that Jeremy Vine also is a victim of online trolling. He is a victim of harassment. He is a victim of stalking. In fact, his stalker is in prison. However, with what he does to Meghan Markle, with how he speaks of Meghan Markle, you know, some people truly are so full of hypocrisy. What they do to others, they never would ever want to happen to them, to themselves. Never. My family, first of all, please kindly hear this from Jeremy Vine's show, My Family. You know what he said, My Family. Please kindly hear this.
I think the royal family. Back on the Meghan thing, because we get a lot of criticism on Meghan. You actually, she's your favourite royal. Assuming she's royal, she's your favourite, right?
Look, I just want to put something.
My family, did you hear that? Assuming she's royal. Jeremy Vine, let me tell you this. In as much as you don't like to hear this, Meghan is married to Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. She's the mother of his children. And they have children. And forever, for the rest of their lives, Jeremy Vine, Harry and Meghan will always be bonded. Forever and ever and ever. Because of their kids. Because of their experiences. Because of what they've gone through together as a couple. Forever, Harry and Meghan will be bonded. Forever and ever and ever. And I know Jeremy Vine would not like to hear that. Meghan, her children are styled as Prince and Princess, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana. So yes, Jeremy, Meghan is royal. So my family, basically, as you can see, his rhetoric, it tells you that my family, it wasn't just palace staff that clearly never liked to serve a woman of color. Never saw Meghan as a royal. It's also the UK tabloid press. And that's why we have been saying the farm, meaning William Charles, Kate Camilla, have rejected Meghan. They've rejected Prince Harry's wife. And also clearly, they've also rejected Prince Harry's children, Archie and Lilibet. And they can tell you it has nothing to do with race as many times as possible. For my family, the truth is, they have rejected Meghan because of Meghan's race. The farm and UK media, whenever they speak of, oh, Harry's going to come back to the UK, Harry's going to come back to Britain, whenever they speak like that, my family, clearly, they only ever want Prince Harry back. And because of that, also, it shows they also reject Harry's children. Harry and Meghan's kids, Archie and Lilibet Diana. And they can tell you it has nothing to do with race as many times as possible. But the fact is, it has everything to do with race. My family, it has everything to do with race. And I'm so upset, really, because of what my family we have seen, at how Harry and Meghan have been poorly and appallingly treated by the firm, by the UK media, by Jeremy Vine. How they speak of Meghan so full of disrespect towards the mother of Harry's kids, as they expect for Harry to run back to them, to come back to their arms. They think somehow in a sick way that by showing enormous disrespect towards Meghan and their kids that Harry is going to come back to the UK. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. And you know what? This rhetoric from them, I understand why my family, they say Meghan is never ever going to return. Because they know, based on how even they speak of Meghan Markle, based on how they treat Meghan with so much disrespect, they know there's no way anyone in their right mind would ever want to return after the hell that they have put Meghan through. My family, no way. No way. And my family, you know what? I hope that Meghan, Harry, even Archie and Lilibet never ever return to the royal fold. That they, Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, protect their peace, protect their mental health. My family, that is my hope. 100%. And I'm so sorry to see what Harry and Meghan have had to deal with all these years, coming from the toxic UK media. I'm so sorry to Harry and Meghan for what they've had to endure and experience at the hands of the toxic UK tabloid press. And I hope that Harry and Meghan keep healing from the pain that they have endured. My family, please kindly also hear this. Please kindly, my family, just hear this. Someone being asked to explain why they love Meghan. My family, please kindly hear this. Please, my family.
Look, I just want to put something out there.
It's nice to hear that.
Well, firstly, I'm a staunch Republican. I don't think the royal family should exist.
Oh, that's why she's your favourite.
All.
Right.
But I think when she came into the firm, there was definitely an opportunity for the royal family, certainly by the geriatric millennials and the Gen Zers, to see the royal family in a different light. And I think they royally fudged it.
I agree.
She
I agree.
quite literally
I agree. She was a breath of fresh air, and I think there were plenty of things she could have done with it. But I think, given that you are a Republican, I think she did basically the best job she possibly could to almost create a republic.
Well, then we get into Andrew again, because arguably Andrew's done more damage to the.
Oh, he's done a huge amount of damage. He should be ostracised.
But then why does she get the headlines that she gets?
I'll move on if we can. Back on the Meghan thing.
My family. Then they move on and compare Meghan to someone, a woman of color, to someone my family has been accused of sleeping or having relations with an underage minor. They compare Meghan, a woman of color, who simply fell in love. My family, the only thing that Meghan did was just fall in love while being a person of color, while being a biracial woman of color. That's all she did. Meghan never posed any threat to the monarchy, like what you are hearing from them, that somehow Meghan posed a threat to the royal family. Meghan never posed any kind of threat. Meghan quite simply fell in love. And she gave up her career into this amazing, fantastic career. My family, I've seen how Carnival of so-called experts, how they speak of Meghan's, past life, her achievements before the royal family. I have seen how they try to undermine or diminish Meghan's achievements pre-royal life. I have seen that with my own two eyes. We have seen that with our own two eyes. But my family, the fact is, Meghan had a perfect life. Meghan would travel the entire world. In fact, in Harry's memoir spare, Harry says when he saw Meghan, how lively she was, how happy she was, my family, he could see how free she was, how happy she was. And my family, that he would love to join Meghan in her life of adventure. Harry said that in his memoir spare. And my family, Meghan would post about her life on her blog, The Take, how happy she was, where she traveled. In fact, also, she said, one thing I can't live without is my passport. Meghan loved to travel. Meghan also was serving, partnering up with World Vision to help and support young girls. Meghan was addressing the United Nations even years, or my family, a decade or something, before she even met Prince Harry. More like years before she even knew Harry's name. Meghan was addressing the United Nations years before she met even Prince Harry. Before she met Prince Harry. Already. Even long before Harry gave an address himself at the United Nations, Meghan already had done that. Supporting women. Advocating for women empowerment. Something she loves doing so much. And something she continues to do. Support other women. And my family, Meghan had an amazing life. No smear campaign. Never accused of bullying. No nothing. No one ever said even one bad word about Meghan Markle. No one. That was Meghan's life. And then she meets Harry. Just a few days into their real relationship becoming public, Harry has to issue a statement condemning racism towards his then girlfriend Meghan. Prince Harry has to issue a statement condemning racism towards his then girlfriend Meghan. My family, that's what Harry has to do. A few days into his real relationship with Meghan becoming public, Harry has to do something to protect his girlfriend Meghan. The my family people are offered money to lie about Meghan Markle. Someone Rex has gone on record to say he was offered $70,000 to lie that he had slept with Meghan Markle. To lie. When the media looked for anything, any dirt about Meghan, and they couldn't find anything, they began offering money. And that's what they did to Simon Rex, my family. Luckily, he said no to that money. And my family, he told the world exactly what was happening behind the scenes of what UK media were doing to Meghan to try and destroy her real relationship with Harry, my family. So my family, to try and destroy Meghan's real relationship with Harry. Meghan has never ever posed any kind of threat to the monarchy. Never. She just fell in love. She just fell in love. That's all she did. And my family, we all know why they keep targeting Meghan Markle. Because my family, UK media, are full of racist individuals, my family. UK media are so full of racism. The racism in the UK media is a lot. It's a lot. It is too much. And they don't even hide it. They don't pretend to hide the racism towards Meghan. They openly show it, my family. As we've heard, Jeremy Vine can't even see Meghan as a royal, my family. She can't even see Meghan as a royal when she is. He can't. My family, he can't see Meghan as a royal. In my family, she is. And he'll tell you it has nothing to do with race, my family. In my family, it has everything to do with race. You know, somebody has to ask them, how did Meghan ever pose any kind of threat to the monarchy? You know? When she was in the farm, she couldn't even defend herself from lies being told about her. Staff members working for William don't even want to respect her as Harry's wife. Don't view her as their boss. They feel so emboldened that my family, that they themselves can even try to sabotage Meghan Markle. That's how emboldened they feel. That's how supported they feel by their principal, to the point that they even feel they have the power to sabotage their own boss. Actually, they never viewed Meghan as their boss. They never ever respected Meghan Markle. And clearly, we all know why. And now, we are being told also, by Ms. Kobe, they found it to be fun. You know? Every single insult that they subjected Meghan to. My family, indeed, Meghan should never go back. Meghan should never ever return to the royal fold. Meghan never, ever. Not Meghan, not Harry, not even their kids. Never. This is not a life whereby they can be happy if they ever were a part of the institutional family. There's no you can be happy here. With this kind of rhetoric coming from the media. You know? And my family, I'm thankful that Meghan and Harry fled Britain, and that they are now living in the US, in Manchester, my family. I'm happy that Prince Harry made the decision to protect his family and keeps on protecting his family. You know, I'm happy and thankful about that, my family, 100%. And it's so sad to see people who my family have endured harassment themselves be part of harassing someone else. And yet they know Meghan never deserved any vitriol, any abuse. She never deserved any of it. She just fell in love. That's the only thing she did. Fall in love and refuse to accept abuse and racism towards her and towards her son Archie, and smile for the cameras. You know? And my family, please kindly hear what Jeremy Vine said himself when he was being harassed himself, my family. My family, I want you to hear this. You know? The people who harass Harry and Meghan can never ever endure a day of the hell they put Harry and especially Meghan through, my family, with their rhetoric. Please kindly hear this, my family.
But what he wanted to do was create so much hatred against me that someone acted by proxy. I'm absolutely certain that he knows, with 400,000 people watching those videos, that at some point someone is going to take a knife or acid to my home.
That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you. I want to know why you're so willing to accept it or to allow it to happen for others.
But what he wanted to...
You, Jeremy Vine, you never liked being harassed. You never ever liked being stalked. You never liked it when Alex Belfield, who's in jail right now, he's in jail, when he was inciting hatred against you, Jeremy Vine. You never liked it. You were never comfortable with what Alex Belfield was doing to you. Then why are you doing it to Meghan? Why? Why? Why are you doing it to Meghan? You never liked it when it happened to you. You've been vocal about the pain you endured, about your fears, about what Alex Belfield was doing to you when he was inciting his followers against you. You've been vocal about it. Then why are you inciting hatred against Meghan Markle? Why do you love Meghan Markle? Why do you promote the hounding and harassment of Meghan Markle? Why? My family, sadly, when you're a person of color like me, people like Jeremy Vine don't see you as being a human being. You know? They don't see you as being a human being, my family, and it's so sad. It is so sad, my family. I mean, kindly hear also what palace staff believed Meghan should have done. My family, please kindly hear this. Omis Kobi says that staff and aides of Prince William found the name calling of Meghan funny. A few even believed that Meghan got what was coming to her. Do you see how palace staff spoke about Meghan Markle? It's scary, it's scary, it's scary, very scary. And that one former AD shared with Omid Kobi that a colleague told them that Meghan kind of deserved it. You know? And they say, for making our lives hell during the wedding planning. My family, that is what basically, has been said, my family. And apparently, then Prince Charles, ADs offered to help plan Harry and Meghan's wedding, but they were rejected by Harry. It's Harry who said no to palace ADs, somehow helping to plan Harry and Meghan's wedding. Harry said no. However, who did they take out their anger on? Meghan. My family, a Charles staffer, for example, said this about Meghan Markle. Say this about Meghan. Far too big for boots. One of Charles staffers, a regular Daily Mail source, at the time mourned about Meghan. Who does she think she is? Just who does she think she is? This was a running theme throughout Meghan's time as a working royal. And my family, it wasn't just William's staff, also Charles' staff. William has abused Meghan Markle. Charles has abused Meghan Markle. So clearly, my family, when staff see that happen, when staff are seeing how you're treating Meghan Markle, clearly, my family, they follow what their boss has commanded them to do. And clearly, their bosses, the principals, as they're called, Charles, William, told their staff to go after Meghan Markle, to sabotage Meghan Markle. That, my family, is what they did, my family. And it's sad what Meghan has had to go through. And also what Meghan has had to do with my family. My family also, Omis Kobi says that here was a woman who, in the eyes of many, within the institution, consciously or unconsciously, wasn't considered good enough to be part of it because of her class, her family, her race, or her career history. Which my family, by the way, was impeccable. You know? But clearly, even from what you've heard from Jeremy Vine, clearly, they have never ever respected Meghan as a royal. Never. Never. In fact, they don't even see her as one. And my family, we all know why. We all know why, my family. We all know why. My family also, here is what also palace staff say about Meghan Markle. This period was the birth of Duchess Difficult, one of the many nicknames given to Meghan by the palace and tabloids over the years. William called Meghan difficult. So my family, it never came from palace staff. Harry tells us William was parroting the press narrative surrounding his American wife. However, my family, that narrative clearly came from William himself. My family, his people, who did that with William's approval and orders to brief against Meghan, to sabotage Meghan. My family, you know? Also, here are the other nicknames. Megain, because it's all about me. Our Royal Insider said. Degree wife. This one supposedly by a senior royal because they felt her marriage to Harry would only last 3 years. My family, that's what they call Meghan, degree wife. Coming from a senior royal, either William, Kate, Charles, or Camilla. And my family, without William has gone after Meghan, I have to think it's William. In my mind, I believe it's William. With her, William has gone after Meghan Markle. You know, all of them, from Charles to William, Kate, Camilla, they want to see a divorce between Harry and Meghan. UK media want to see a divorce between Harry and Meghan. They want that to happen. They keep hoping that will happen. They keep calling for it to happen. Because the spare, as part of history, is always divorced, alone, miserable. You know, also, it's about not just destroying Meghan Markle. It's also about destroying Prince Harry. And William has been very invested in trying to destroy his own brother Harry. Thank goodness, my family, he has never ever succeeded in family. Thank goodness William has never ever succeeded in family. Thank goodness. And my family, Ome Scobie's memoir Endgame speaks of a barrage of insults, attacks that Meghan experienced behind closed doors. There's no way Meghan ever comes back to this. No way. No way ever will we see Meghan ever returning to the arms of her abusers. Never. After what they've done to her, there's no way Meghan would ever want to return here. Never. Never, never, ever, ever. Never, my family. You know? My family. Also, here's what palace employees were also saying, my family. A former palace employee is quoted as saying, and I quote, that they basically meant she had opinions. And the people did not like that. That Meghan had an opinion. That was why they were angry. Meghan has an opinion. And that they wanted Meghan to just go with everything that was tested and not create any additional work, laziness of staff members, because their principals also were lazy. William and Kimbleton rarely do anything really. William cut his, vacation short just very much, recently, when Harry was coming to the UK for the Royal Child Awards. So my family, if you see your boss is lazy, also you want to be lazy as your boss. Clearly, my family, they were angry because Meghan is a woman my family valued work. And my family always says that it was a combination of Meghan not conforming with how women marrying into the royal family are expected to behave, and that certain individuals just being lazy. I like that, Omid. I like that. And clearly my family, that is Kate Middleton and also Prince William. My family. And my family, basically, I'll stop there. There are other things that Omid Scobie says. My family, I'll stop there. I'll speak about even more on what Omid Scobie says in our next video. My family, it is scary how staff members spoke of Meghan Markle. In my family, Meghan is never returning to this. Never again. Never. And the more we learn about what Meghan was put through, the more I understand that indeed Meghan is never ever returning to this, my family. Never again. Never again. Never again. Even Harry. No person in the right mind would ever return to this. No person in the right mind would ever return to this. No person. And my family, I firmly believe also that clearly we've seen also, that Harry and Meghan are protecting their kids. And my family, I love how Harry and Meghan also keep their kids, my family, safe. Like how amazing parents my family should do. And my family, I'm sorry about what Harry and Meghan have had to endure. And I hope that, Meghan and Harry keep healing from the pain that they have endured, and also my family, my family. To Prince Harry, I know you love, your extended family. But these individuals don't mean you well. They don't mean you well. They don't mean you well even one bit. Even one bit. Especially William. And Harry, protect yourself and also protect your family. Never let the family you come from, never let the farm you come from destroy the family that comes from you. Meghan is a royal. Let me find. Meghan is a royal. And she's always been royal, ever. For a long time, my family. Because Meghan has a good heart. Meghan has an amazing heart. Meghan has a kind heart. A heart full of compassion and love. And despite everything she's endured, she still supports, other women. My family helps out others. Because Meghan has always been an amazing woman. And may God keep on blessing Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and her husband Harry, and the kids. And that may nobody ever destroy Harry and Meghan's marriage and their relationship. My family. It's so sad how William and Charles commanded the staff to treat Meghan appallingly. Or because of jealousy. It's so sad, really. And my family, I support Meghan. My family, he is maintaining her distance from those who've caused her pain. Meghan will support you. And Meghan will stand with you. We want you to always know that. Meghan is a royal. She is the wife of Prince Harry. She's the mother of Harry's kids. And her kids are called Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana. It may hurt some Karens. They may find to know that. But that is a fact. Meghan is a royal. Whether they like it or not. And it's high time that my family, they stop this disrespect towards Meghan and treat Meghan with respect and leave Meghan alone. and focus on the taxpayer-funded broils they have in Britain and leave Harry and Meghan alone, my family. Meghan is a kind woman with a good heart. And may she and her family always be blessed. Stay tuned to our next video, my family. Love you always and forever. And my family, one thing that is so hypocritical is that staff members were speaking about Meghan with so much disdain. In my family, the farm accused Meghan of bullying, yet clearly she was the one who was being bullied. My family, I'm calling for justice for Meghan Markle. I'm calling for accountability for the pain Meghan endured. All the staff members that bully Meghan Markle have to answer for the pain they've caused. All those who had nicknames so abusive towards Meghan Markle must also answer for their actions. You know? And clearly also reveal who they were working for. And my family, clearly, we know that, my family. William, Charles, K. Camilla. And my family, I support Meghan. My family is continuing to live her life and keeping her distance from those who have caused her pain and suffering. I fully support Meghan. Keep praying for Meghan Markle. My family, we condemn hate. And my family, we ask everyone to always choose love, my family. Choose love, not hate. And it's so sad what Meghan had to endure inside, you know, the toxic institution family. The toxic institution, my family. And we hope that both Harry and Meghan can heal from the pain they've endured. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. And shame on William, Charles, K. Camilla for basically never doing anything to condemn the attacks towards Harry and Meghan. Shame on them. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Disparaging Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Disparaging Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.